Welcome back to the lesson. In the previous lecture, we talked about who is footprinting. In this lesson, we're going to talk about DNS footprinting. After collecting WHOIS records about the target, the next phase in the footprinting methodology is the DNS footprinting. Attackers perform DNS footprinting to gather information about DNS servers, DNS records, and the type of servers used by the target organization. This information helps the attackers to identify the hosts connected in the target network and perform further exploitation on the target organization. Here, we will describe how to extract DNS information and perform the reverse DNS lookup and collect information from the DNS zone transfers as well as DNS interrogation tools. Okay, let's talk about extracting the DNS information. DNS footprinting reveals information about DNS zone data. DNS zone data include DNS domain names, computer names, IP addresses, and much more information about a network. An attacker uses DNS information to determine key hosts in the network and then performs social engineering attacks to gather even more information. DNS footprinting helps in determining the following records about the target DNS. So make sure you remember all these flags. The flag A points towards a host IP address. The MX flag points towards the mail servers. NS stands for the name server. CNAME, also known as canonical naming, allows aliases to a host. SOA indicates the authority for a domain. And SRV stands for the service records. PTR maps the IP addresses to a host name. RP shows the responsible person. And TXT stands for the unstructured text records. Now, talking about the reverse DNS lookup. DNS lookup is used for finding the IP addresses for a given domain, and the reverse DNS operation is performed to obtain the domain name of a given IP address. When you are looking for a domain and type the domain name in the browser, the DNS converts that domain name into an IP address and forwards the request for further processing. This conversion of a domain name into an IP address is performed by a record. Attackers perform a reverse DNS lookup on the IP range to locate a DNS PTR record for such IP addresses. Attackers use various tools such as DNS Recon, Reverse IP Domain Check, NSLookup, and even DIG for performing the reverse DNS lookup and also checking the zone transfers of the target host. When we get an IP address or a range of an IP addresses, we can use these tools to obtain the domain name. Now, since we know about the tools, let's use it. But before that, we have to get the IP address which we got before from the WHOIS record, and now we will use the tool DNS Recon. The command is simple, which is DNS Recon -d, the domain, and -r, the range. So the range here starts with the IP address range from 0.255. So we'll press enter. And we can see we got a lot of DNS PTR records for each IP range. We can also use the reverse IP domain check, where the attacker can also find other domain that share the same web server using this tool. So we can use the website ugetsignal.com, then click on reverse IP domain check, and we can put the website www.mcsofie.com and click on the check button. And we can see it says it found over 1000 domains hosted on the same web server as mcsofie.com. Here are the list of those domains. We can use some of the DNS utils command line tools available on Kali Linux, such as NSLookup, for the same queries. The command syntax is simple. We type NSLookup -type, and like for example, we can type the text txt and the domain name mcsofie.com. And we can see we got the unstructured text record, which is over here. We can query anything which we can type over here instead of the text. Like for example, if you need to search for the mail servers, you can just change it to mx and then click enter. And we can see we got the mail servers. Now we talk about the zone transfers. To check the zone transfer, there is an online website named as hackertarget.com/zone-transfer. Here we can put our domain name mcsophie.com and click on check external zone transfers. As we can see, it was using the dig tool, which is also available on our Kali Linux from the DNS utils. And we can also see it says the transfer failed since we don't have any zone transfers on this server. That's all for this video. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about network footprinting. Thanks for joining with us.